All right, YouTube. This one is coming from you by DJ Khaled featuring DMX because here we go again. Another one. That was funny. But so I a while ago did a video on a woman who pretty much said the exact same thing this chick is saying. And I just want to go over this one too. So this one is making its rounds today. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it for those of you who are just listening and not watching. This lady posts, "My nails and feet are $90. I don't know if that's together or a piece, but they're $90. Her eyebrows are 12. Her rent is 16.74 because she lives in a fucking mansion. Her utilities are 180. She has other needs, and that averages out to 590 a piece. If you're in a relationship with me, you're paying for all of it. Period. Me and my bills are a package deal. Fuck out of here. Pay up or leave me the fuck alone." Now, I'll start with saying this. Ladies, you have every right to have your preferences and your standards. Off the top of my head to you, one thing I ask is that you understand that there are two different things. So when we're going to go over her picture soon, but when you make it seem as if a guy isn't willing to pick up a tab, that doesn't mean that he's any less of a man or whatever. And I said it because I see that portrayed in a lot of these responses in support of her. Now, she responded somewhere here, but we'll go over the comments first, then we'll go over to her channel. And this Miss Pretty Fat and Bougie says, "Sis, what are you bringing to the table? She better just live with her father if she gonna act like this. The fuck? Cause ain't no man wanna do all this and she's not. Never mind. I guess that meant she's not cute. That's a preference thing, whatever. But ladies, again, I said it before. If a dude is just physically attracted to you, right? And he, approaches you, and let's say date on the first date, he tells you, "Listen, this is," and he basically what she said in that post. You are telling me, here's your bill. Can you just pick up the tab? No, then get the fuck on. That's do you see how tense and like that's all you talking shit to me and you don't even know me. You know what I'm saying? And it's for the financial part to be the one and only deal breaker, and it's because you are high maintenance. That's I don't really know how to word that. Let's keep going because I can't even figure out the words. I wonder what she brings to the table. Wiser Kaiser, whatever her name is. I think a lot of females be saying this just to keep men away. You can tell a man not interested a million times, and he keep coming back. Ask him to pay one time, and he gone before you finish the sentence. Who the fuck do you date? Oh, and this is her right here. I said what I said. If you can't afford 2,600, if I can afford 2,600 and you can't, and I've said this before, ladies, why is what you make the benchmark, right? Because what that says is, oh, if you don't make what I make, then or you can't afford what I afford, then you're not worth it. Well, then how come you're not worth it to the people who can afford more than you? That's my question to that and the attitude about that. Raina says, "I don't fully agree with this one. If you and your spouse live teamwork, I don't care." Okay, so I'll pay her bills and she can pay mine. I'll be damned if I pay hers and mine. I'm stuck on the rent part though. A mortgage payment isn't that high. Buying a house, blah, blah, blah. She wants to be owned and cheated on. Cool. Let me go hit her up. I'm not paying to cheat on you. I'm not. But let's go to her page. Let's see here. "My parents taught me to never depend on no man, but make sure that man in your life can maintain the lifestyle you already provided for yourself. If he can't afford you, he can't have you. And y'all mad in your feelings because y'all can't? No. The thing is, like I said before, when you're talking shit to me without even knowing me, that's a turn off, and that's it ruffles feathers, obviously. But it's not a bitter thing, is what this is trying to make it out to be in this point. And when your parents told you if he can't afford you, he can't have you. So what that girl said in the comment section was right. He's paying to own you, right? Because if he can afford you, he can have you. That's the only thing that matters. Those are some of the most toxic relationships. You are said not to depend on no man, but yet you want to depend on him, I guess, to have your own income in your pocket. That's still depending on a man. I'm not understanding the logic in that. Let's go back. For all of those of you who wanted to see her shape, that's it. Okay. That frontal was horrible. I'm not one to say that just because you don't have a shape doesn't mean you can't get a man, but you talking hella shit, and it doesn't seem like you're working. Yeah, no, I refuse to have anybody talk some shit to me. And when people, ladies, when people talk shit about your looks in terms of when that girl said she's not even cute, but you got the nerve to say this, it's not to say you can't have standards and preferences if you're not, the baddest chick in the world. But if you're not even to the part where people want to chase you, and men are visually driven, so off rip, you're not, let's be real, most dudes are not going to chase her. You want a man to keep you up, but you don't even keep yourself up. You let yourself go to hell. And I'm not talking shit. That's talking shit, but it's being real too. You don't even have a standard to your diet, and you talking hella shit. What the fuck is this? I guess this is like a big is beautiful thing, and I'm really starting to think maybe she's one of these chicks that talk mad shit so she can really have an excuse to why men pre-reject her. I'm really starting to think that's the case, honestly. I think and I've said that before, I think a lot of women know that they get rejected based on their attitude or looks or whatever, so they go twofold, like a lot of men do. God, stop. Like how a lot of men do when they say, like if a dude gets rejected by a woman and he sees it coming on, the rejection coming, so he starts to get real belligerent with demands and stuff like that. I think she's one of those women who does that the flip way. Okay, somebody sent her a message. That's it. All right. She has some pictures that further explain what she said. I'm going to go see if I can. She's going back and forth with somebody. I'm going to say this once. Speaking from a woman that has her own business, financial standards she has set for herself as a single entity to this point. If you cannot afford my basic needs and minimum upkeep, that is not minimum. Why do you think that is minimum? And again, ladies, if you spend so much, I don't know how much her income she spends, what portion. But just because you run up a tab that's ridiculous does not mean somebody else should have to come in and run up that tab. If I'm used to eating a certain way, if I'm used to having my clothes done a certain way, if I'm used to having my house a certain way when I come home, as far as mood, feel, visuals, all that stuff, is it now a must that you take that on too? Because that's really is the problem here. There's never, when a woman speaks like this, there never seems to be a reciprocation going on here. It's just, oh, you pay my bills and you get what I give you because I'm going to give you whatever you deserve. But yet you deserve me to take over a tab you ran up yourself before I met you. uh, something I can already do for myself, then keep doing it yourself. I don't understand this. Then you're not it. And I didn't even name 100% of my expenses. I didn't add business inventory, quarterly taxes. What the fuck does that have to do with me? What? Sis doesn't get tax returns, boo. Whose fucking fault is that? Clothes, shoes, business equipment, household items, advertising, prescriptions, licensing, entertainment. That's talking about debt repayments. Debt repayments? You in debt? What? So before I meet you, your debt is my requirement. The fuck out of here. I never said pay for my whole life. And I damn sure didn't ask for a man to match what I make. Yes, you did. Not directly, but when you say you have to take on these expenses, wait a minute. I gotta go back to what she said because I'm pretty sure she said what she makes or more, some shit like that. I gotta go back. So no, boo. Financial aspect isn't the forefront, but it damn sure is important for any woman that's looking for security. And financial security is one. Y'all sweating over 2,600? Leave me be. I said what I said. 2,600 a month is a fucking lot. Now, if you make six figures, okay, cool. But that means you're a provider. Ladies, again. If you took on the role of being a provider, why are you demanding another one? Are you going to stop providing? Are you going to quit your job? Because if you're not, I don't think you should be demanding another provider to provide for you while you just not provide for anybody, but yet you have the resources. I don't care if that makes me weak or what the fuck ever. That is unfair. We both are making the income. You probably making more, but I'm the only provider. That's so fucking stupid and lopsided. I feel her. I pay bills. You a whole man. You not about to lay out while shit is due. At least match my hustle. Don't watch me struggle. If you're struggling, you probably should scale back and not just ask me to come in and take on those bills. And again, I bring this up, ladies. If you're asking for my input, whether it's income, whether it's my handling of situations in general, are you ready for me to then control what those are? Because I can tell you right now, if I come in and I'm taking on bills, I'm going to then tell you how these bills are ran up now. So you want to throw all that beauty cost on me? Fine. That monthly hairdo is about to become every 90 days. Maybe. Those nails, you about to get an 89-cent beauty supply, nail clippers, and some finger files. And that's your monthly fucking hair and nails. But you don't want to do to say that. He has to do what you want him to do. Is he your pet? Because that's what it really sounds like. What she said was, ain't no point of settling for less when I can do all this on my own. If my man can't do better, then what am I already doing? What's the point of being with my man? Well, he may have a great character. He might have some, qualities that allow y'all to have kids. He might know how to, do the shit that y'all leaned on for so long, which is support you and make you a better business person and a better income maker, right? So why does he then have to just match your income when he can provide other things, right? Y'all go 50-50 with your husbands, and that's beyond me. A man wants to be a leader and provide it, but y'all deaf when it comes to actually leading. With the mess and pick-me's in here. That really goes to what I just said. Because are you willing to give up your finances? Are you willing to quit your job? That's the ask and see. So, damn it. If a man is willing to take on all of your finances? Are you quitting your job? We might have to do an update. But that's pretty much what my 2 cents was on this. Ladies, again, last time. Nobody's saying you can't have standards. Nobody's saying you can't have preferences. But when you make yourself a bill, and then that's it. That's at that point you become a child. You become a liability. You become just really not worth it. I'm out.